All right. Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon. My name is Debalina Chakraborty, and I have been extensively working in the field of adult education, etiquette training, soft skills, and different modules in corporate training. And I have been working with the college students for the longest time, so I was equally very excited when I was given this opportunity to come to your institute. So here we are. Can we minimize this a little bit this way? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So this is the topic we are looking at today. And this particular concept, it's very interesting. And it has really intrigued me my entire career as a trainer, and especially in the field of adult education. Hey, people. Now, when we look at these two ladies, they're not headless, of course. I have cropped them. But when we look at them, what do we see? We see two different ladies over here. And a lot of times, when we look at people's clothes, we form judgments, we form conclusions in our head. Now, there is something similar over here. Like when we look at this lady, we have certain adjectives in our mind. Like maybe she is older, she is elegant, she has draped the sari very well, very polished, very sophisticated, traditional, reserved, maybe, high social values, but she's also very mature. Now, when I look at this lady, with that little knee that is peeping out from that ripped jeans, it shows that maybe she's trendy. She's also very casual. Yeah, she's young, right? She's very active, just like you all, right? And she's a go-getter. Now, when I look at this person, this is the same person. We all know her, a very celebrated person in the country. So this is the power of first impression. First impression is such an important tool. It sets the visual communication before you even open your mouth. I'm sure I have a lot of students over here who have faced a job interview. Do you recall the time when you have entered inside the room and the recruiter was sitting quite farther? Why? Why is that? Because they want to see how you're walking in, what you are wearing. Before you introduce yourself, before you use your vocal or verbal communication. If you use the first impression correctly, if you learn the importance of visual communication, it can help you to connect as well as manipulate. And it will open avenues that you have never dreamt of. Now, when we have a very compact first impression, that also communicates on the larger part when it comes to relationships, decision making. When we like somebody, when we are infatuated, when we have a favorite friend, we have a big group, but there is this one friend with whom we are closer. We have a favorite parent sometime. We have a favorite sibling, a favorite cousin. And sometimes you are also a favorable person for a particular job. Or you become a dear co-worker than the others. Now, all these things happen because of that first meeting, that 3 to 5 seconds when I met that person and I saw that there is an alignment with how I think, what sort of aesthetics that I like, and that kind of aligned with that person coming toward me. And I like that person. Now, this is not just limited to people, but also objects. When we go to buy clothes, and there are two similar t-shirts, one in pink, another in orange, you think that orange is better, and you buy that. If I ask you, why did you buy it? You don't have any logical reason to that. You just happen to like it. Because that was the first impression. So now think about it in a broader aspect. The way you look at a person with so many checklists, like so many points in your head, the other person is also doing the same. So that makes it more important for us to have an impressive and impactful first impression, no matter where we go, no matter what do we do, no matter whom we are meeting. It is not just about that one job interview. It is not just about that one sales pitch. It is about any aspect of life where there is a first initiation of any meeting. Now, when we say love at first sight, it is true. We like something, we love someone, and there is an interest that grows and that develops over time. It is because of that first 3 to 5 seconds. Now, after that, when we start talking, after that, when we start sharing our beliefs, sharing our values, maybe at that time there will be differences. There may not be a, as we say, vibe check. And then maybe you can part ways, or maybe you decide on what type of relationship you would like to continue. So it is an innate tendency, you can say. It is an inborn ability in us to always draw a conclusion. We always have this parameter in our head to judge people. So that also brings us to that place where there is a confirmation bias. A lot of our first impressions root from confirmation bias. What people say around us, what are people believing in at that given point, what are people doing? Is it a first-hand information? Is it a revival? Is it a reputation? And this is how it brings us to something called trends. Yeah? Now, trends, we have all heard about that term. Now, what does trend do? Trends trap us, right? So, trends reflect modifications in beliefs in a society. Our lifestyle choices over a period of time, our values, our principles, our ethics, intergenerational aspects, everything in between. And trends are not limited to only fashion. We mostly connect it with fashion, but it is also there in communication. If you think about yourself, how you talk, how you communicate and interact with people, and now think about your parents, the other elders around you. Do you speak the same language? Absolutely. But the ways, are they different? Totally. There are a few things, there are a few expressions, gestures. They make something called a lingo. The lingo is absolutely different. So a lingo is a trend. So that is trend in communication. Now, trends, again, do not only reflect what is cool. Trends reflect a collective belief of a society. What is in right now everyone's doing that. Because we love convenience, we love comfort. That's why we love to be in a box. Yeah? Now, going out of that is where the real challenge and the real sweetness lies. So when I have worked with all my clients and students over the years, I have realized that interacting with so many people, it has always been that preferential treatment, like it or not. I accept it. That it's always like, somebody who is very interested in the topic, I like that person better. Somebody who is giving the input, I like that person better. Somebody who is dressed neat, I like that person more. And this is not just me. That is everyone. When I walk in, I know my students and my clients also have a checklist. Where is she coming from? How educated is she? What is her age? Is she married? Is she this? Is she that? The ethnicity? Everything. In that 3 to 5 seconds. So my journey from being a language expert to an image consultant has been all about realizing that it is 55% body language, it is 38% tone of your voice, and just a little bit of 7% of spoken words. That was proposed and researched by Professor and Dr. Albert Mehrabian. And this is a model of personal communication. Now here is my addition to that 55%. That body language that we have, the confidence that we talk about just being ourselves, a larger portion of that comes with appearance management. The clothes that we wear, that shows our confidence, our posture, that perceives like when we look into the mirror at ourselves and when we are wearing the clothes, the particular clothes that we have kind of pulled out from our closet, and when we look at ourselves, that makes us decide how much confident I'm going to be that day. How much happy do I feel? Now, so when it comes to you looking good, it is not about conforming to aesthetics. It is not conforming to, the beauty standards that we have in the society. It is not about somebody liking you. It is not about you doing what your peers do. It is about finding who you are. And that's where we give so much importance to that 55% body language. Visual image is so powerful that when we work on that thing, it's a very high maintenance thing, by the way. We cannot take visual image, visual communication, our appearance management very lightly. It's a serious business. You have to look good. Because when you look good, these things are taken care of. And when you are trying to look good, you're trying to make that class 5 student inside you proud of you. We all have that child inside us. We all have that child who we were when we were 10 years old, 11 years old. We had these aspirations. We had these big dreams. We wanted to be something. We wanted to do this, conquer the world. And why did we like that? Why did we want to do such things? Because we had inspirations and visual references in our lives. We were looking at people. How many times when we think about a superhero and we think about a character wearing a particular type of a costume, because that identifies that character who has got powers. So that is a high maintenance thing that you have to do to be low maintenance in life. And everybody wants to be low maintenance, you know. We do not like a lot of hassle. We do not like to, press our clothes every day, wear new clothes, luxury brands. Not everyone can do that. But this is the minimum that you have to do. Now, when I work with students, now this might make you a little less comfortable here. After COVID-19, we became very comfortable. We were looking at the world through our laptop only. We were logging into our work, if 9 a.m. is the signing in, 8:59 we wake up. Because we can put our audio and our video off and we are brushing our teeth. And wearing just about anything and sitting down. Giving our attendance, yes sir, done. Now what happened? We carried that on. 2025, it's been 5 years. And it has given rise to a trend of baggy clothes, a trend of oversized t-shirts. Now, I am somebody who is not against these pieces of garments. Absolutely not. I love wearing oversized t-shirts. They're very comfortable. But when we think about clothes, with so much of fabric giving you that warm hug, you become casual psychologically. You can look good and you can be comfortable in a structured outfit as well. And that can be done very easily when you blend in the art of self-expression, that is, finding your personal style. Now that is succumbing to external validation. So when you look good, when you find your personal style, you know your boundaries. You have a personality. You become a favorable recruitment, let's say a recruitment person, like somebody who is going to get recruited quite favorably. If you have a personal style, if you take care of your first impression, that makes you have priorities in life and take better decisions. Thank you so much for listening to me. You have been lovely.